All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Heroes of the Storm Southeast Asia Championship Singapore Qualifiers. I am Babel, and I'm jumping right into a game between two teams that have already started the draft and finished it, as well as finished the first game. So I think right now the map is on Tomb of the Spider Queen, and the score is 1-0 already. And let's see, let's try and get confirmation on the score. But I'd like to show you the draft right now first. We got LAF picking Kilthas, Sylvanas, Jaina, Malfurion, Tyrael, as well as Girlaxy picking up Felstad, Uther, Vala, Muradin, and Brightwing. So this is interesting because he got sufficient support on Girlaxy's side. 1 damage healer, rather 2, Vala, Felstad, Muradin as well. And on LAF side, look at Flower. They have got 1 healer, as well as 3 damage, and Tyrael for the shield. So that's interesting to see as well. All right. So that's it. Let's go into game. By the way, let's get confirmation on the score, please, and we can see what we can do. All right. So once again, thank you guys for joining me here. I'm actually doing a bit of solo cast. If you like the cast, do follow me on Facebook, fb.com/babelcast. It's the one on this side. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah. All right. Oh, the screen is so laggy. All right, so that's it. Once again, thank you guys all for viewing today. We have 4 qualifiers. The schedule is gonna be up on the stream real soon. But yeah, we have the quarterfinals right now. It's between these two teams, and next week we're gonna bring the 2nd qualifier for Singapore. The week after is gonna be the 3rd qualifier for Malaysia, and the week after that is we're gonna finish the Singapore qualifiers first, with Malaysia qualifier in the middle. And then we're going to go into the national finals for Malaysia on the 11th of July. That's going to be really, really epic because they're going to play for, I think, 15,000 USD on the ground as part of this entire circuit. And the winner will go and play for 40K USD in Bangkok, Thailand. And then the week after that, we're going to do the Singapore finals and Philippines finals, as well as the last one, Thailand finals and the regional grand finals. Right, so we have Tomb of the Spider Queen. This is the 2nd game. Let's check the score. I think it is actually LAF 1-0. I think it is LAF 1-0. They're still getting confirmation because this place is actually freaking big. So we're gonna wait for that. So far, we have to change the. Oh, wow. Okay, we have to change that. So I've got a production team. They're on my left. That's why I'm like looking to the left. Sorry for that. All right, game 2 between LAF and Girlaxy on the blue team. We got Girlaxy playing as Vala as Leogals, Merv onto Muradin, Alis onto Uther, Fizzifish as the DPS Felstad, and Dawn playing as the Brightwing. On the red team, we got Look a Flower, Feline as the Tyrael, Shade Fox playing as Malfurion, Crandor playing as the Jaina, Sync playing as the Sylvanas, last but not least, Nick Bart onto Kilthas. Alright, so this game, very interesting enough. We have to change the team names on top, by the way. It is, okay, they're on it. LAF, Girlaxy. Score is to be confirmed. Crandor now pulling back some damage. And Murph actually getting zoned out really well, but great depth toss. She's going to be fine. And Scouting Drone coming out as well. I think it is a pretty interesting position for both teams to be in. No one's going to get any form of advantage from the first engagement. We got a Infused Hammer, which is going to which is going to, just refund some mana for Muradin. Conjure Pursuit also going to help them a little bit with the regeneration. Arcane Precision is going to help with more damage on the inner side of the skill. And Power Throw, Composite Arrows for multi-shot. This is basically going to be a multi-shot Vala. And on the red team, we got Deep Chill, which is pretty standard for Jaina. And you're also going to see Protection and Death, which basically this is a selfless defensive Tyrael. It's basically support-based, and you have a Mana Addict for Kilthas to help him with some mana issues as well. With the win, with some extra range. So very standard stuff on both sides. Scouting Drone is the only thing worthy of a mention on the red team. So it really works well on this map. I really like Scouting Drone because this map has got so much ventilation vents here. As you can see, this area is where Scouting Drone is really good to be placed in. Feline turns in 6 gems right now. Alias on a Witch Hunt will not get it off. And that's it. The whole team right now, both sides just chilling. No kills just yet. Some Blizzard coming in already on Fizzyfish, and also going to see the gravity lapse from Nick Bart, but no kills on Fizzyfish just yet. 5 gems, that would have been a bit of a good reap if they are able to pick off the kill at the end of the day. Feline at the middle lane up against Mur as the Muradin. Bottom lane seems like Sing's having a bit of a trouble here. By the way, there's a lot of girls in this match. In this particular match, we're having a total of 7 girls. And that says a lot about this scene here in Singapore. We got a lot of girl gamers going on. I like that. Nobody hates that, right? I mean, it's a very healthy scene. Right, so that's it. By the way, we got Shade Fox and Sing on the right side. In case you're wondering who's the girl, definitely not Krendor. Multi-shot coming from Leo Girls, and they're just pulling back just yet. Nothing really exciting happening just yet. So we're going to go into the talents again. You can see that this is actually going to be Arcane Intellect. It's going to help him with some extra mana, but Sing dropping, and Sing's going to be fine. Close fight at the end. Great hunting with disjoints there. Tyrell with Amplified Healing, very standard stuff. Another win that's going to help with Gravity Lapse as well. And Venom onto the Sylvanas, which is pretty standard. Thunderclap here actually is going to go for Thunder Burn that basically leaves a zone. I don't even know what exactly this does. It's not really being picked up, but yeah. 25 damage and slow, so it's actually going to be extra slow. And a standard shield on Uther as well as Brightwing with some extra anti-magic powder. It's going to help with 1 instance of spell damage by 50%. That's going to help Brightwing survive a lot longer. GP up on the Felstat, and it's the standard multi-shot Vala. Lil Girls has got no mana for Vault here. Needs to be very careful. Eldrin's Might the Sword not going to go in. Feline's going to pull back. And Ailey's in the top lane. Level 5 both sides. Still very passive. Both teams playing very, very safely. In terms of map control, you know, in soccer you got, that ball possession thing. Here we got map control. So for map control, I would say that right now it's slightly in favor for Girlaxy. I think the rotations are slightly better as compared to LAF. By the way, just to confirm, LAF is on the right side, Girlaxy is on the left side. And Nick Bart top lane just holding out a little bit. Alright, so it's been confirmed that LAF is 1-0. If they do win this, Girlaxy will be eliminated, and LAF will go on to meet, I think, what's the team name? Matt, yeah, Matt, M-A-D, Matt, Hots Matt. They just got on stream a little bit earlier as well. That's going to be the... that will be the next series of matches we're going to cover on the quarterfinals. Or rather, semifinals, my bad. Shade Fox with a bit of that Moonfire, not able to get anything off. Ailey's now also just nicely rotating. There goes Dawn, also going to swing by, Sing a little bit of trouble. They're going to be fine. Feline also swings by. Well, these people on LAF have all got that Ironsight Direwolf mount because they all play WoW, based on what I know. And we get level 100 in World of Warcraft, you get a free mount in Heroes of the Storm. So if you have that, please claim that. Alright? Level 7 both sides, 3 talents each. It is actually going to be a double stun on this Muradin. And it seems like the blue team's Web Weaver is going to come out first. Clans also going to see Regenerative Rains. And you're going to see an extra skill weapon. It's going to help Hammerang a little bit, searing attacks as well. So this is actually a hybrid Vala. It's not really multi-shot centric. It still has got some extra right-click damage going on. And I think the right-click damage should be fine. Not really a big fan of, such versatile builds. I kind of like the general focus builds. In fact, I would actually go for Hungering Arrow in that instance, but we'll see how it goes. So the forward on the bottom lane getting full-fledged focus coming up from the blue team. Double stun by Mur. Great job. Mur Dove toss in. Seems like Sing's a little bit of trouble. Haunting Wave being denied there. Sing goes down. Feline with 10 gem goes down as well. Shade Fox now a little bit of trouble. Will try and pull back. Krendor also going to run away. The stun by Mur too accurate in that instance. And you also going to see a root preventively being used there to try and hold them back. Damage is real. We have the bottom lane 4 going down. The mid lane, you're just going to see not much of a damage there. On the structures, the top lane also virtually nothing going on. Shade Fox spots them out, lands Entangling Roots. And this is dangerous. Girlaxy doesn't want to get choked here. Alice needs to back off. She's not going to get the Bruiser cam in this instant. Mer jumps in, reinforces the teammate. Krendor, a little bit of trouble. Locals on the chains there. Will not get it off. Feline dropping. And unfortunately, they lose 2 members right there. But Tyrael goes down. And the Wrath of the Archangel going to burst. They do get a Mer cam at the end. Nick Barb falling back. LAF some troubles right there right now. Sync also going to pull back there. May just go in for a full-fledged chase, but we'll see. In that instance, it's pretty clear to see that 3-for-2 exchange, not so good for Girlaxy, but they do get a Bruiser cam, some chip damage on the fort, and I think that should still be okay. In general, now we're also going to see some turn-ins from the blue team. Level 10 on Girlaxy already. They have a slight lead right now. They should materialize on it. But the lead has just disappeared. Now both sides level 10. The lead is really just not existent, I think, at this point in time. It's very close. Both sides level 10. In general, what I really like to see is more fights. This is a map where having more ganky kind of a lineup really helps a lot. Murph jumping in. And some stun, some chain lock on Sync. Sync goes down. Great burst mechanic from Girlaxy. Krendor now gonna have to pull back the water elemental. Just a little bit irritating, but at the end of the day, not able to do anything. First batch of Web Weaver for the red team right now. It's gonna spawn. And they don't have the full manpower to push here, but they will have Sylvanas rejoin them in just about 1 second. Some minions getting spawned here in the top lane. Girlaxy deciding to adopt a bit of a mid lane defense here on the bottom lane as well. Bottom lane, Web Weaver seems to be unobstructed. Oh, Feline jumps in a little bit too deep. No follow-up from the rest of the team. Some mistakes there by LAF. We're going to see some channel coming out from the Web Weaver. Web Weaver will go down. Well, 1 stun on Feline first. And also going to see the Whirling Arrow. Great silence on 2. Phoenix coming out. Some time being bought there. Leo Girls with a bit of a good pullback. Not going to get anything off. There goes also Reverberation coming out from Mur. Or rather the Thunderclap. And Shade Fox with a very clutch heals. That's it. Uther goes down. Feline sustaining most of the fight right now with those shields. And Murph also goes down. You're also going to see a bit of the Hinterland Blast going in. Some damage being dealt, but 2 men down on Girlaxy. Nothing special just yet. Red team, everyone's still surviving really well. They got all of those heals coming in, the Tranquility, as well as a bit of the extra shield from Tyrael. So that is that's a very interesting part. You see, then he doesn't have any buff, but the shield Righteousness actually gives about 500 extra damage shield for your allies, or rather for yourself, 200 for your allies there. So that's a very interesting position, or rather hero to draft into this position here. That's it. I really like Girlaxy's burst composition. Oh, Dawn needs to be very careful right now. The Brightwing getting chased down, and a great judgment coming from Tyrael. Also going to see the Blizzard and a Flame Strike, and down goes the Brightwing at the end. She drops a total of 8 gems, I think. You're also going to see the Water Elemental, the Judgment, the Phoenix, the Wailing Arrow, the Tranquility on the right side here. Dawn actually goes for Blink Heal. Now, Blink Heal is okay in this instance. I think that she shouldn't have gone for Blink Heal. They've already got Divine Shield. Maybe she should have gone for Emerald Wind to just really push away, or rather put your enemies in a bad positioning. That is more important in this lineup because your enemy has got a lot of damage. They've got the Sylvanas, they've got that Jaina, they've got Kilthas. If Brightwing's able to just distance them away from each other, or even from Malfurion or Feline, a burst is going to be really so good for Girlaxy. They got a combo. I think they are able to do just that. Raid team has turned in a total of 36 gems right now, and 49, so to speak. Murph jumping in. Stun only on 1. Pulling back. Entangling Roots. Binding the Mountain King. Murph going to pull back as well. Also going to see some great pixie dust coming up from the Brightwing. But nothing really special just yet. As you can see, both teams playing very safe. They don't want to lose this game, because for Girlaxy, if they lose this BO3, lose this game, they lose the BO3 and they will get eliminated. For LAF, they can afford to lose one, but nobody wants to go to the ace match here. So in terms of gem, you can see 12 gems up on the blue team, and a second Web Weaver army is going to unleash upon the red team here for the blue team. And we'll see what's going to happen. Gravity Labs nicely connecting on Alice. They are just concentrating on the mid right now. There is no mercenary camp, so to speak. Feline just defending this area as well. And the Web Weave is coming straight up. Fizzy Fish is just pushing the top lane. They just decided to adopt a bit of a split push as we speak. So in terms of kills, 6 kills both sides. Very, very clear. Very, very simple and standard. I don't know if that is a bit of a hint or what, but she just typed in all chat. So, well, a little bit of a boo-hoo there, but the Web Weaver in the bottom lane will go down. Mid lane's already addressed. They are going to push the top lane for Girlaxy. The healing wall shouldn't have a chance. The fort, a little bit questionable. Let's see the rotation coming in here from the red team anytime soon. Shadow Poison on Murph already. And 2-man stun again by the Mountain King. Also going to see the Phoenix coming out. Dawn getting zoned out already. Blinking not being used. But there goes also the Judgment on the Uther. Uther going down. Uther gets addressed. Dawn now in a lot of trouble. Will go down as well. Murph without any healer. A little bit of trouble. 11 gems on his Mountain King effectively will go down as well. 5 men still alive on LAF. 3 men down on Girlaxy. It is a very interesting position for the red team to be in. They do lose the top 4, but I think it's still a fairly even trade. They have the extra level lead. I would say the red team won that engagement there, but very clearly to see that they are not necessarily very far ahead because the top lane forts are very even. The bottom lane fort's gone for the red team. So in terms of push potential, the blue team has got a lot more covered as compared to the red team. So now they get their very own Web Weavers, and maybe it's because that blue team, Girlaxy, has got 2 Web Weavers already as compared to the red having just 1. Let's check a replay before we go into this next fight. We got them just nicely pushing this area, and Murph getting caught out here quickly. Sync with a lot of that extra arrows being thrown out there. Nick Bart also getting stunned. Alias. They look at the Cinderland Blast getting nicely silenced and cancelled by Sylvanas. This is where the whole fight went down south for Girlaxy. And Murph also dying. 11 gem, that is a lot of gem gone to the drain. That's it, back to real time. Both teams decide to adopt a bit of a split push, or rather different lane mechanics. Blue team defending the mid lane, red team taking down the bottom lane fort first. And top lane, we still have the Web Weaver pushing. But mid lane is somewhat safe, so we believe. For Lane of Judgment on Dawn. Dawn a little bit of trouble right now. And the jump is on. The Divine Shield on the Brightwing. Murph jumping back as well. But the Wailing Arrow is going to pick up the kill at the end. Now Ailey's also a little bit of trouble right now. And Ailey's pulling back, but not enough. Ailey's will go down. Sync now, a little bit of trouble. And it's a Hinterland Blast. Doesn't even need to connect there. And the Sylvanas is dead already. Leo Girls with the Strafe there doing the work. Lifting the team. Carrying really well in this instance. Bottom lane, we've got the tower's gone already. And top lane as well, 1 tower down, but it seems like the Web Weaver for the top lane will go down first. The bottom lane, I'm not thinking that the fort's going to go down, but I really hope that the healing well will get addressed for LAF at least. That's going to be some advantage for them. The range minion is going to take that down really nicely, so that's good for them at least. 7 kills is to 11 kills. 7 kills is to 11 kills here. We got the red team a little bit ahead in terms of level and EXP. They are 1.5 levels ahead. And I think that that's a pretty good indication of a lead here. This is where the red team can opt to just steadily hold team fights, sustain. They don't have to extend. For the blue team, it's a different story. They need to force as many team fights as possible because if you assume that both teams get the equal amount of EXP, red team's going to hit level 20 first. That's why at level 16, the team that's behind will always want to score a resounding team fight just to bring the game back to level playing field. Rotations coming in already. Blizzard is going to be used on just minions there. And, well, no problem because they still have got some cooldown on the Wailing Arrow. Tranquility is not really safe for the red team to jump right there. Cooldown's going to be off real soon as well. 46 gem in the bank for red team. A total of 0 for the blue. They've got 52 on hand. That's a lot. Let's see who's holding all of this. Fizzy Fish has got 22. Leo Girls has got 12. And Dawn has got 15. So once again, thank you guys for watching. We are just jumping into this game mid-series. And this is the second game here. Effectively, if LAF wins, they will go on to meet MAD, Hotsmad, in the semifinals, which they'll play for qualification. And 500 Singapore dollars guaranteed. They're just, again, just strolling around, dancing. It's 16 minutes in and 30 seconds to 17. Yeah, just nicely dancing. If you look at the talent, it's interesting that, you know, Meridian picking up the stone form a little bit late into this game. I don't think the stone form should be the talent to pick up as instance, but it's like he decided to go for a little bit more, I don't know, utility mixed into tank for Meridian. Normally Meridian for me, I would go directly into tank right off the bat with the second win trait. Buffed on the third win on the second talent there. For Uther, it's pretty fair, that's fine. Spell Shield Benediction. It picks Spell Shield because you have a lot of damage from the red team. That's why he's not able to survive for long. For Blood for Blood on Vala, that's fine as well. And Overdrive, it's pretty okay. Overdrive is in fact fantastic for Felstead. No questions asked there. For the red team, in terms of talents, you got Northern Exposure. That means that you're going to have extra vulnerability on the blue team if the skills connect nicely. So that's really good for Jaina for Burst. You're also going to see Blood for Blood. This Tyrael somewhere split down tank, split down sacrificial Tyrael onto Bursty Jump. Dawn getting zoned out. Meanwhile, Judgment goes down. Great kill and pick off there. A level 19 on LAF. And back to the discussion, you get Ignite as well. So that helps. Flame Strike gives Living Bomb. And that really helps with some extra AoE damage. I'm not surprised to see that your Felstead, or rather your Kilthas, in fact, is going to have some extra damage. Shadow Dagger getting buffed with Cold Embrace is really important because that means that you have vulnerability. And what this means is that on the raid team, you got two heroes that can deal vulnerability onto the blue team. That means a lot because that shows that as long as most of the skills connect, it's done. And that's a wasted arrow right there. Sync unfortunately not able to hold it in, and we got substantial shield breaks coming in, some shield ignores coming in, and that really helps the red team in their burst mission. So red team, although they got some sustaining mechanic, they really rely on Nick Bart's positioning, on Jaina's positioning, and that's the Kilthas as well as Jaina. With Feline jumping in, with Judgment on one guy, with the Blood for Blood, it's really a burst composition on the red team. The blue team, on the flip side, is in the middle of nowhere for the draft. They have substantial damage, but you know they're just having some trouble sustaining the team fight because they have Divine Shield. They need to make sure Divine Shield is being used on whoever that gets jumped on, and they are able to turn the fight around in just that 5 seconds. And that is a lot of, that's in fact what I call a tall order. It's not possible to pull it off. It's very hard. Effectively, I hope that Murph is able to pick up Rewind at level 20 because Rewind is just so important. But the skills that's in the talents that she picked up so far is not necessarily good. Okay, no question about Stone Form. And hold that thought. Some jump coming in. Murph going in. And already Hinterland Blast on one guy. Uther's gone. Dawn, a little trouble right there. And it is not going to be enough. Feline now jumping around a little bit. Also going to see the Web Weaver pushing and dealing some damage there. Murph is not able to hold the front. That's a 3-man down already on Girlaxy. Vala is next. And we have already got the Muradin going down. The silence being used just to pick off Vala. It's a team wipe for LAF here. 5-man down. And the Web Weaver is completely wasted here. Every single time you enlist the help of this really expensive spiders. The cost increased by 5. So level 20. Level 20 on the red team, up and counting. And level 19 on the blue. It seems like we may just be done here. Let's see if this is going to be the end of the game. We got a replay ready, but we'll see if the game is going to end here. I think it is. Yeah, LAF. LAF on the way to the semifinals. 50% on the core. And it's just still knocking on it. With no respawn, if Brightwing comes back, Girlaxy will get eliminated in the quarterfinals. Huge congratulations to LAF. Look at Flower. We're just checking the replay right now. What exactly happened there? So Murph popping Avatar and jumping in is fine. So far, so good here. Hinterland Blast on Crandor. Crandor's gone, in fact. Crandor's the main guy. Ailey's now also a little bit of trouble. And this is where you see Nick Bar's positioning, Sync's positioning, Crandor. They are all just in a great area there to make sure that they can hold the team fight. And Tyrael finally dying at the end. Crazy. Let's just check in the team fight again. I think we missed out some point. They're going to rewind this again. Ooh, what a flyback. Oh my god, I love this moment. Look at this. Okay, so what you see here is a pseudo jump. You see Murph jumping in. slow-mo this. Crandor getting stunned, Hinterland Blast, and he actually bolted out. So he didn't die. He was able to do a lot of damage. Hinterland Blast didn't kill him. I think that blue team was in a moment there. Thought that Crandor died, but a great bolt of the storm. Even I missed it, so no excuses there. But they were already level 20. That's why. A lot of Bolt of the Storm. In fact, 3 heroes on the red team with Bolt of the Storm there, making sure they get the extra mobility. That's all. That's what we missed. All right, thanks guys. Sorry for the awkward speed back, but speed back in time. But yeah, we definitely needed that. So that clarified a lot of things. I hope you guys enjoyed that instant replay function we got. My personal favorite for this game really is I think that Crandor did a great job for this game. Crandor with those skills there, surviving and making sure that the win condition at the end was held through. And also you get to see Sylvanas actually has got 50k hero damage and 146k siege damage. Just a shout out to Leo Girls. That's actually an above average Vala. 20 minutes game, 48k damage is actually quite respectable in that instance. What Girlaxy can work on in this point in time really is to go back reflect on the draft. I think that the draft is fine. They are trying to pull off a burst composition with heroes that are not really good with burst comp. So, example, Muradin jumping in, great stun, but you have fell stats fall up a little bit slow. Heroes that are good with burst comp include Jaina, include Sylvanas because they break armor, Tyrande because they break armor. They will help you pick off the kill very quickly, and that's what you need in a burst comp. Meanwhile, this lineup of Girlaxy is pretty fine. It's fair. They play quite well. I think that the biggest issue is really just deciding if they want a burst comp or sustain comp. For sustain comp, they got 2 healers. They got really for sustain comp, it's really about holding back and defending the line. That's it. We're going for a very short break of 5 minutes, and we'll bring you the first semi-finals. And I think it is going to be done real soon. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. This is Babel. Once again, if you enjoyed this cast, do follow me on Facebook at fb.com/BabelCast. Do like and follow the channel, and we'll be bringing you a lot more C coverage and championship. I'm hearing a lot of stuff here. All right, thank you guys. Happening here for that, and realize it just again farming a little bit, and a great condemn, but it seems like Joanna's going down, and the first kill will be the newest hero in